Let's get honest and a little bit esoteric. The way man believes is the reason why we stay asleep. Now, when you awaken to the evolutionary consciousness that is a collective that we are a part of, you start to be revealed to the truth behind all of the things we've been taught. Now, when you awaken, you have no choice but to elevate your vibration. You are rising consistently, and that is called the ascension process. The energy the universe is shifting into in this new year is ascending so high that now is the time for those who are on the spiritual journey, the path. It's time to ask yourself, are you going to go through the ascension process, or are you going to keep being fearful of it? On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the kind of energy the universe is ascending into and how we can go through that process, and also how going through this ascension process will be the very reason you develop an abundant mindset that never rushes your own life experience. Welcome back, Awakened Ones, to my channel. My name is Brittany Fontanez, and on this channel I speak about metaphysical, spirituality, and self-development, and so much more that my guides want to share with you. If you've been on this journey with me so far, I just want to thank you dearly for allowing me to be the messenger to guide you on your spiritual journey to be the best version of yourself that you so earnestly know that you're meant to be. But if you are watching this channel, and you have been for a while, and you feel like resonant to want to donate, you are able to. If you go into the links of any of my YouTube videos, there will be links to my PayPal, to my Cash App, where you can send as little as a dollar or more just to send donations if you enjoy this kind of content. And if it does resonate with you and you feel compelled to share or donate, go ahead and do so. I greatly appreciate it, and it just shows me and inspires me to want to do more for you. Now, if you're watching this video, I highly suggest you already should like it. You might as well like it. You're watching it. And since you're watching, you might as well subscribe as well. And since you subscribe, I mean, you might as well hit that notification button. And lastly, after you hit that notification button, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your own betterment and upliftment, so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are. So welcome to another episode on the Level of Wisdom. On this series I've been starting with Deep Thoughts with Brittany. Let's jump right into this ascension process. Now, what is beautiful about this new year is that you could feel the energy rising. You could feel the uplifting of so much stagnation that have been stuck for a long time, and you can feel the energy rising. It's very intense. If you're in a space in this new year where everything seems so intense, but you're in a space where you just feel like it's time for something more of myself, that is you going through an ascension process. Now, ascension really means elevating to a new level of consciousness, meaning that you're going up from the last level that you were in. And that is fucking awesome, because you're always consistently growing, and you should always want to elevate, because when you elevate, you become better. When you become better, you start to realize how much potential is hidden within me that I do not know. And you will want to tap into that. Now, when you're going through this ascension process, I want to be honest with you. A lot of people think that spirituality or healing, it's a beautiful process. It's one where it's like so enlightening. I'm gonna be honest with you. Healing and ascending is such a painful process. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday night, I was laying in my bed, and for a very long time, for the first time for a very long time, I allow my mind to just wander. Usually I'm on my phone or I'm reading or I'm always productive. But this time I was like, enough with the distractions. I put my phone down, I put everything away, and I let my mind just roam. I let it just roam. And to the point that when it roamed to a place that didn't feel right. But this is what I realized. I started to realize, since I've been doing consistent meditations on healing and blessing all of my chakras, working on my pineal gland, really learning how to create my own energetic signature of my aura, of a new vibration for me. Since I've been really committed to my development, my spirituality, I really had a moment where I was mindful of my thoughts and my feelings, to the point that when the thoughts were roaming, to the point they got really dark. I started seeing like figures of shadows and skulls and scary faces, and I couldn't understand why. But I was laying there and being mindful of the thought and being mindful of the feeling I was getting, because fear was rising. But there was my inner voice telling me, you're okay. Like, it was like I was being two people at the same time. Like, it was okay. And yet I was fearful. And this is what I realized. My mind and my heart have been at war for so long. No wonder why I haven't been in alignment. But I told myself I haven't been in alignment because I'm fearful of the unknown. And me being fearful of the unknown creates uncertainty within myself. And I started to cry because I told myself I am finally worthy to feel fearless, and let my mind and my heart align as one, so I can allow divine to live fully within me. And when I said that, I bawled so hard, but I felt so much aching in my body, like there was things being lifted off of me, and I was finally becoming free. And in the process of feeling this pain, the pain was so tremendous. Like, it was like someone with ginormous hands took my body and squeezing it, like when you squeeze a towel to let the liquid out. That's how it felt, and it was so painful. But the only thing that my mind could process with the inner voice that popped up and said, breakthrough. And all I had to do was literally go through the resistance, go through the pain. I literally went through it. It's like you trying to go through a crack that you can't go through, but you're forcing yourself. And that's what I did. And guess what? It felt like boulders, like mountains that had been in my fucking way, finally just like demolished itself and got out of my own way. And I felt completely free. And I realized I had a blockage for so long within me, not only from me, but from my family line that was passed down to me. And I realized I literally broke through a generational curse. And that was my experience yesterday. And that's when I finally said, I'm going to go through the process and commit to my spirit. And that's why I want to make this video for you today, because the ascension process is you realizing the beliefs that you had before are so false. What you knew before is so not you. Who you think you are right now is so not true. Oh, the ascension process is a process that you will want to take a ride with. And the reason is because you don't want to fear anymore. And there's no need for you to fear, because you know you're meant for so much more, to the point of fearlessness. Now, here's the thing, though. When you go through this ascension process, I want you guys to understand something. You completely become one with divine when you go through this ascension process. And what I mean by that is that when you start to elevate, you know you're not like everyone else. You know you heard the calling, and only a short amount of people in this world will hear the calling And that calling is to be your best self and do the inner work. And sometimes when we hear that call, we know we're not a part of this society that everyone follows. The majority of people follow. And when you understand this, you start to realize that you can't operate from the level that you used to before you awaken. When you awaken, you can never go back. You awaken and you got to keep moving forward. And that means that you got to change your personality, because the only reason why your reality is the way that it is because your personality has adapted to the personal reality that you have created outside of you. Now is the time to switch that, because when you awaken and you go through this ascension process, you can't be hateful. You can't be envious. You can't treat people the way that you used to. You just, it's so different. Like, for example, for me, and I'll give you guys a few examples to realize that this ascension process is about you being mindful, awakening to the operation of who you are, so you could be deliberate in making conscious choices, not only for the betterment of your future, but for the betterment of what you know is best for you and for this consciousness at large. When you go through this ascension process, you got to understand the way you used to speak, you got to be more deliberate with your words. The way that you used to walk or talk around people or have this certain attitude, you can't go through the ascension process and still have hate in your heart, because the ascension process is about you elevating to the next dimensions, which are of unconditional divine love. So that means when you go through the ascension process, you have to walk through life learning how to love. You have to walk through life learning how to be kind and understanding the laws of the universe, because the laws of the universe go by this pattern of someone who knows what gratitude is, who knows how to implement, who knows that they are responsible for their life and know how to make deliberate choices, because they know they're the creator of their own reality. You have to understand, when you awaken and ascend, nothing is supposed to be the same. It's supposed to change. You're supposed to change, and you have to change, because you can't go back. So please understand, this process is one of magnificent beauty, because you're going to see who you start becoming, and it's going to be so unrealistic to you. You're going to be like, oh my God, who am I? But in a wonderful way, to the point that you start to realize you became the person that you always wanted to be, and you weren't aware of it because you were so in tune with aligning with the love within you, to the point that you would just chose to be blissed the fuck out, that you weren't aware of those old problems anymore. So just know, the new energy that the universe is shifting to is one of high vibration, and a lot of people are not going to be on this plane with us. A lot of people are not going to be on this lane. So you have to make a deliberate decision. What lane are you going to choose? Because understand this, as much as comfortable as it is to remain the same, nothing mystical, nothing new, and nothing beautiful comes out of staying the same. So just know, this ascension process is one for you to elevate, to connect to that oneness that is who you truly are. Not this matter, not this body, not this flesh, not this life. This energy, this love is what you truly are. So allow yourself to go through this ascension process, because you want to go with this energy of the new earth. Because if you don't, those who remain on the plane of illusion are the ones who are going to stay in that fearful mindset for the rest of their existence, to the point that nothing will ever change for them. Don't be one of those people, because you're the only one who's going to save you, but you got to commit to helping you. And then that's when the universe will sweep in and assist you. So that was my message today. And let me share with this one for you. As you ascend and grow into elevating into your unlimited potential and who you're truly meant to be, the beautiful thing about the ascension process is that when you start elevating into your godness, into your just light, you develop an abundant mindset to the point that you don't rush life. You're not rushing your experience. You're just delighted to be here to experience the physicality and the spirituality at one and at large. So just know you never need to rush anything. You just need to experience and love it. And that's how you are able to see the beauty in life. When you see the beauty in everything, nothing but positive energies and avalanches of abundance have to pour into your life. Because those who do not believe in goodness never receive it. But those who expect goodness always receive it. And you deserve to elevate to that level so you can receive everything you deserve. So no rush. Just know you're already abundant, you're already wealthy, you're already guided, divinely guided. All you need to do is tap in and flow with that energy. But that was my message today. If you feel like it really assisted you and really helped you, please subscribe to this channel as I do more content like this so you can develop a better version of yourself every single damn day. So if you enjoy this, I highly suggest smack that like button and honestly subscribe to this channel and hit that notification button so you can be notified about when I post videos, which is 3 times out the week, so you can assist yourself on having such a magnificent spiritual journey. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post so much good shit so I can inspire you so the world can see what they're missing out. So until then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one with bliss and love. I adore all of you. Namaste.